Hey guys, it's Kara here, and tonight I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about one of my tips for meal preparation and just being prepared for the week. So one of the staple things in my diet is chicken, and routinely what I will do is purchase the big packages of chicken, the boneless chicken breast, and usually cook it once or twice a week for my husband and I. And so I just kind of wanted to talk you through what I do, quick and easy, in case it's helpful to you guys. So what I will do is clean off all the chicken, rinse it off, and then cut off. You'll still get a lot of excess fat with that chicken, so kind of cut it all up and try to trim off as much fat as possible. And then what you'll also need to do too is I use a scale to weigh all of our meat. So I will cut it up after I get all the fat off of it and weigh it into about 4 to 4.5 ounce portions and cut it up like that. So what I'll do is get the oven ready. I actually bake my chicken most of the time. So I usually set the oven at about 450 degrees and lay all my chicken out on a baking pan like so. And then what I'm gonna add to it is almost typically what I've been adding to it for a long time now, is I throw on some hot sauce and some different Mrs. Dash flavors to season it. And one little trick that I like to do, it's optional, is spray it with a little bit of the olive oil Pam spray. It actually makes it kind of crisp up a little bit on the outside, which I like. So I'm just gonna spray a little of that on my chicken. Okay, nothing major. All right, now I'm not always so good with how pretty the hot sauce looks coming out, but I'm just gonna add some hot sauce to the top of these. Sometimes I add a little too much, but that's okay because I like it a little spicy. Gives it flavor. Okay, that looks good. All right, and what I'm gonna add for flavors is just Italian medley, onion and herb, and tomato basil, Mrs. Dash. So I had a bunch of these, almost to the point that we go through a lot of this, that it looks like there's breading on it, which is kind of fun. But so I add a ton of seasoning to it. Make sure each piece is nice and covered. Okay. Yeah, so we go through a lot of this stuff. You might be thinking, whoa, that's like a lot of flavor combinations right there. But it actually, you know, after you bake it, it ends up turning out really nice. Gives it a really nice flavor. I might be weird. I like to eat my chicken cold. So I'll put it in Tupperware containers and bring it to work with me the next day. And when I'm in a pinch, I just sit there and, you know, gnaw on my cold chicken. But I think it tastes delicious. So there you go. Looks nice and yummy. Like I said, it almost looks like a breading coat to it, which is nice. So I'm going to go ahead. I put this in the oven. I bake it for about 45 minutes. It ends up being perfect with my oven. And there you have it. You've got a good, you know, ton of chicken for the week to last you. So this is just my tip on prepping chicken. There's tons of other different ways you can flavor it up, but this is kind of my go-to for chicken. So check it out. I hope you guys like it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and keep checking back.